For a math lesson today, you will need to get your Envision book. Make sure that you have volume 1 and you're on page 20 and 21. Page 20 and 21. As we're going through, I'd like you to follow along in your workbook. Let's begin. Looking at arrays and multiplication.
How does an array show multiplication? We can learn how by using these swimming medals. Dana keeps her swimming medal collection in a display on the wall. The display has 4 rows. Each row has 5 medals. How many medals are in Dana's collection? The medals are in an array. How does an array show equal groups?
To show how an array shows equal groups, we're going to circle the rows. So you can see that there are 4 equal groups. So let's circle row number 1. Remember, rows go horizontally. Here are 4 groups. Now, how many are in this first group? How many medals are in this first group? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 4 groups of 5. That's how it shows equal groups. 4 groups with 5 in each. The other way we can write this is by the array. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 rows. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. There are 5 in each row. You can show multiplication problem using an array or equal groups.
Hello.
An array shows objects in equal rows and columns. Each row in an array has an equal number of objects in it. The counters show 4 rows and 5 columns. Each row is a group of 5. You can use addition or skip counting to find the total. Since there are 4 rows with 5 counters, we add 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 20. Skip counting 5, 10, 15, 20.
All right.
Select the parts of the equation to see skip counting to find the total.
When we're skip counting, we can count by however many are in the rows. So there are 5 here, 5 here, 5 here, and 5 here. So that means I can count by 5. Let's count by 5. 5, 10, 15, 20. Takes me to 20 a lot faster. Let's practice counting by 2s to skip count. Let's see, I have an array with 6 rows, and there are 2 in each row. Let's skip count by 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. My answer is 12. How many rows did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had 6 rows. And how many columns? How many are in each row? 2. 6 times 2 equals 12. For our practice, we are going to look at writing different arrays. So first, let's work on number 1. Look at page 20. What does the first factor tell you about the array? When you see a multiplication problem, what does the first factor tell you about an array? It tells you how many rows we will need. Write this down in your book. How many rows you need in your array. Number 2, Mia puts muffins in 4 rows with 7 muffins in each row. Draw an array to find the total number of muffins. So she has 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there are 7 in each one of those rows. So I need to make sure there's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, I can double check by making sure that I have 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4 rows and 7 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I know that when I write a multiplication problem, my first factor is going to be how many rows. So there were 4 rows and there were 7 in each. To find my total number, the product, I can count each individual dot. And I'm going to make a dot on top so I know I counted it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Might even write it on the side so I remember where I'm at. Because I'm skip counting by 7. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. If I skip counted by 7, 4 times, skip counted by 7, 4 times, I'd go 7, 14, 21, 28. My answer is 28 muffins. Let's go to number 3. In 3 and 4, write a multiplication equation for each array. Let's first label the rows. I have 1, 2, 3 rows. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. My rows are my first factor. And my columns are my second factor. To find my product, I can skip count or I can count each one. For this one, I'm going to skip count because I can skip count by 5s really easily. So there's 5 in this first row, 5, skip counting by 5s, 10, 15. There are 15 in this row. 3 times 5 equals 15. Let's go to number 4. First, I'm going to count my rows. 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns. Now, I'm not very good at counting by 6 going from 6, 12, 18. So for this time, I'm just going to count each one and write at the end so I can keep track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Now next time I skip count by 6, I might be a little bit better at it because I wrote them on the side. 6, 12, 18, 24. My first factor is how many rows? How many rows did I have? Right, 4. And my second factor is how many columns? How many columns did I have? 6. My total number of dots was 24. For your assignment today on page 21, you will have to label the array, change it to repeated addition, find the skip counting, and then write it in a multiplication sentence. For numbers 8 and 9, you will have to draw an array to show each equation. Then write the product, the answer to the multiplication problem. There's this area on the side for you to write the array. If you do not have enough room, you can use a separate piece of paper as well. All right, let's do number 5 together so you know what I'm looking for. First, we have to label our array. There are 1, 2, 3 columns and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. Now I know in my multiplication sentence, my first number is how many rows, and my second number is how many columns. So I can go ahead and fill that in because I already know that one. Now each row has 6, so that means I'll be skip counting by 6. So that means I'm adding 6 3 times. 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 18. You can see that when I circle each group. There are 3 groups of 6. 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 18. Then we can skip count. So this first one, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll write a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. If I skip counted by 6 3 times, 6, 12, 18, that's what my numbers would be. 6, 12, and then 18. Complete 6, 7, 8, and 9, and then you are complete with our math skill for today.